there's a wall cloud. Now, it doesn't mean that there is a tornado on the ground. It's just a pretty good indicator that a tornado can form from that wall cloud. Try to find a low depression or a ditch like this one and try to get down, cover your head like this, because the #1 cause of injuries and deaths in a tornado is flying debris. What does that mean for you? It's reducing visibility. You're not going to be able to see the car in front of you as much because of this fog. So just give yourself some extra time this morning. Now, I'm at the residence of the Thomas household, and you can see that's where that twister ripped through, not only doing damage to the house, some very strong winds. Some wind gusts are getting upwards of 60 to 65 miles per hour. And additionally, we are seeing a lot of lightning associated with these storms as well, as you can tell, especially along the Interstate 20 corridor.
And what about Mother Nature? Is she going to be blue, or is she going to be really bright today?
Well, Mother Nature is going to be gray today, but that's actually going to put a lot of smiles on people's faces here in West Texas. And yes, even an isolated tornado. So stay weather informed, especially after that 3 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock, we're still dealing with the severe weather pushing over towards Howard County, but we're still not done. We have round 2 moving in shortly after. So if you live over towards Sweetwater, or if you live anywhere here in Mitchell County, go ahead and take those safety precautions, because it is starting to move off to the northeast. But you step outside and it's going to feel like it should be snowing, because it is so cold out there. We're starting off in the upper 30s to lower 40s. You factor in these winds out of the north, we feel like we're around 35, 36 degrees. So very, very cold temperatures outside this morning. Now, I know we're used to the winds here in West Texas, but just be mindful. It is going to be very, very windy for the day today, a lot windier than it has been over the past few days. Even later on this evening, that's when I really anticipate those winds to really ramp up. But then once that cold front pushes all the way through our area, that's when we'll start to see those winds calm down. But that won't take place until later on tonight at around 9:30.
Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Derrick Jackson.
And severe weather continues to impact portions of the Trans-Pecos region, and soon they're going to start to roll in to the southern portion of the basin. Already starting to see a few showers and storms just south of I-20 starting to show up. It's about pea-sized hail associated with those storms down to Crane County, and also starting to push over into the southern portion of the basin as well. So maybe a few isolated showers and storms there. But the severe thunderstorm warnings are still hanging out just north of Fort Stockton. We're getting ping-pong-sized hail. Zooming in a little bit closer, the heavier rain looks to be mainly in the rural areas, but still, if you live anywhere towards Waterwell Road, we are starting to see a few heavier rain showers and also lots of lightning associated with this. And this is also right here where we're seeing the biggest hail. We're getting hail core upwards of ping-pong size. So go ahead and take a look at that right there. Anytime you get an indicator of the pinks, that's where we're starting to see bigger than quarter-sized hail associated with these. And this storm right here is starting to push over to Imperial. So if you live in this area, that's where we're looking at another good chance of an isolated shower and thunder shower, bringing some large hail. But here in Midland and Odessa, you stepped outside, it's 100% dry out there for now. But the models does look like it's going to start to bring in a few isolated showers and thunder showers. In fact, I do see this right here starting to blow up a little bit just south of Monahans, and this will continue to migrate off to the north-northeast. It looks like this storm right here is going to ride Interstate 20. So Monahans, you're probably going to get a nice little thunder shower here soon. If you look down to the south, you're probably already starting to see those clouds build up here across the area. But these will continue to expand. We're already seeing pea-sized hail. Soon we're going to see nickel-sized hail. And by the time it gets to Ector County, wouldn't be surprised if we get about quarter-sized and maybe even ping-pong-sized hail with these storms. So let's go ahead and dive into the future. Take a look at your future track still. This is that cluster of cells that we're looking at right now. Fast forward into the 6 o'clock hour. This is where those storms really start to grow between the 5 o'clock hour and the 6 o'clock hour. This is where we're going to start to see the most active weather, and then they're only going to expand more through 6 and 7. So between the hours of 5 and 7 o'clock, we're going to see quite a few more warnings being issued, which will drop a lot of rain some severe weather that could also roll through Midland and Odessa through 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Stop at around 7. Notice a few showers and storms still hanging out towards Midland and Odessa, starting to creep over into Howard County there in Big Spring, although it looks like the majority of the storms will hang over towards Fort Stockton and Pecos County. Also in Presidio and Brewster County, not out of the question to see a few isolated showers and thunder showers. Now earlier it looked like it was going to stay out of Crockett and Terrell counties, but as you can tell now, 7 and 8 o'clock, Crockett, Sanderson, Ozona, you're going to look at a pretty good chance of an isolated shower and thunder shower. As to whether or not it's going to be severe over in Crockett and Terrell County, it's hard to say. Our CAPE levels here across the basin at about 2,500. That's high enough to get some very, very large hail, so be prepared for that. And if you have any trampolines, anything outside, go ahead and bring them in. Do anything you can, tie it up. Go ahead and bring your outdoor furniture in as well. I would probably start saying weather aware from now until around 8 and 9 o'clock here in the basin, because that's where we're looking at the best chance of those showers and storms. Here's a look at your SPC. Anybody highlighted in this yellow area, that's where we're keeping our eyes focused for the day today as those showers and storms continue to grow, bringing some very large hail. You see these black lines right here? That's a pretty good indicator of some hatched hail, meaning hail that could be bigger than ping pong size. So be prepared for the large hail. Go ahead and park the cars indoors if you can. And also be prepared for the winds. Crystal, back to you.